What's good, Lonnie gang? It's your girl Lonnie 24K, and today I am here with a story time. Now I know you guys like my story times. You guys have been asking me to do some, and I got some more, so why not? Let's go ahead and get into the video. So with this job, and if you know me, you guys know that I have had plenty of jobs, like so many jobs. But with this job, I actually worked with my best friend there for about a month. I loved the job, okay? For one, I loved it because I was working with my best friend, and it was at a restaurant. We didn't really do nothing but have to, you know, walk the people to their seats and do the silverware and like wipe off the menus and stuff like that. But we really didn't have like a lot of stuff to do. So I worked with my best friend. They didn't care about phones, and it was so convenient. Like if you had something to do, like I was messing with a guy who stayed out of town, so when I would like go up there, it was just so easy to just be like, oh, can you guys switch these days with me, or if you take this day, I'll work this day for you, or something like that. So it was really convenient. Yeah, so that's like really the background information that you guys need to know. Anyone who knows me knows that like I hate going, I wouldn't say that I hate going to work, but after a while, like I started not liking it. Like I complain about going to work, or I'll be like a minute late, or it's just like not my thing. So with this job, I was always on time. I was always there early. Like I liked the job a lot. And I had been working there for about a month or two. For a month. I don't even think it was a month, y'all. I've been working there for about a month. This day, they called in like 4 hostesses, 3. And we were all like, you know, hey, what the fuck? Like what we all gotta work for? Why are we all here? So I think that day I worked a double. But anyways, that day they called us all in, and we were like, you know, it's not even busy. Like, why are we all here? So my best friend wasn't feeling good, or she really wasn't feeling good, and she wanted to go home. And she actually was late to work because she didn't feel good. After she got there and she seen it was so many of us there, she actually asked the manager, could she leave? The manager was like, no. And she said, my best friend said that she said it with like a bitchy attitude. Yeah. So she came back. She was in a bad mood. We were all in a bad mood because we were like, what the fuck? Like, it's so many of us here. Why can't we go home? And around that evening, it started getting busy. I mean, like hella busy. Like all of us were needed. So we got more frustrated because we didn't expect it to be busy, and it got busy as hell. And some girls didn't want to do their work, and yeah. So y'all, if you have a job and you know how it is, like picking up the slack for somebody else, or when you're working hard and like they're not working hard, that's a problem, bitch. So all the hostesses were frustrated. I was frustrated. My best friend was frustrated, but I was really chilling. Like I was ready to go home. I could be on my phone, so as long as I could be on my phone, I really don't care. This man comes, and he was like, what was he? He was a server. He comes up to us, and he asks us like, you know, how are you doing? How y'all doing? Why y'all look so frustrated? And we were like, you know, ask her, can she send one of us home because it's slowed down, blah 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 blah. He never came back, and then I think someone went and asked him what she said, and she said no, or she said some bitchy shit, and that was that. While it was busy and we were working, it was one girl who went to go do the silverware. So she went to like roll the silverware and the napkin and shit, and like she wasn't doing it. So another hostess went in, said something to her. They were all so fucking messy, y'all. Like honestly, the other girls who worked there, they were like fake and messy. Mind y'all, while we talking about this, I'm the only black girl, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm so tired. Fuck. So then the hostess, the manager comes up and she's like, okay, 2 of y'all can go home. But she never said which 2. She never said, oh, you 2 go home, or y'all do this and decide who goes home. We always just used to say, okay, well, y'all can go home, because like if someone wanted to go home, we would just let them go home, because that's just what they used to do. So this day, everybody wanted to go home, but we had discussed earlier that day, hey, if she says one of us can go home, can I go home? That's what my best friend had asked them earlier that day. They were like, yes. So when it comes time for 2 of us to go home, they're like, no, let's play a game so that we can do it fair to see who goes home. I was like, I'm not playing no damn game, so fuck it, bitch, I'll stay at work. Like, whatever, we ain't got nothing but a couple more hours left anyways, fuck it. My best friend was like, no. Oh, I also said, and y'all already said that we could go home, but I'll stay at work. Okay, so my best friend was like, fuck it, y'all can go home. Y'all can go home, I'll just stay at work. So we had it said that we were gonna stay. So after we decided we weren't gonna play the game and we were just gonna stay at work, the rest of the girls was like, well, I guess nobody's going home, I'll stay too. So my best friend was like, what the fuck? Like, I just told y'all can go, so if y'all not gonna go, then I'm gonna go. So before anyone leaves, you have to make sure that the bathrooms are clean and done before anyone goes. So my best friend went to the bathroom and started cleaning the bathroom. So my best friend finna leave. Not another person didn't agree to leave, so bitch, I'm finna go too. The lady said 2 people could go home. So I went to the bathroom and I started helping her clean up, and we were just talking about what happened. Well, one of the hostess walked past. Well, one of the servers walked past and we were cool with her. And my best friend was just telling her what happened and just expressing how she was mad. I don't think she wasn't cussing or anything, but she was just expressing like how they made her mad. Well, one of the hostess walked past and she said something smart. I'm not exactly sure what she said, but she said something smart, and my best friend was like, what you say? And she repeated herself, and my best friend was like, you know what, your best bet is just to get the fuck out of my face right now, because I really like fight you. That's what she said. I don't know if she said she'll fight her, but she said something in that nature, like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. And the girl walked off. And so I just started laughing because I didn't know what to say, because I knew. I finished cleaning up the bathroom, and then I went to the front and I waited on my best friend to come up. And I actually was talking to one of the girls and I was like, damn, like that was crazy. And she was like, yeah, something like that, some shit like that. So I waited on my best friend to come out the bathroom. She came from the bathroom, we grabbed our stuff and we left. She worked at double the next day, so she went to work and the next morning, and I came in at like 3:45. So she worked the whole day, and I was like, you know, is it awkward? She was like, they're not saying nothing to me, and no one said anything. So I guess like we're just not gonna talk. I mean, they're just not gonna talk to me, but I don't really care. So I came to work at 3:45 and I clocked in, and while I was clocking in, my best friend walked past me and she was like, hey, did you hear that? Kehlani, you heard they want us in the office? And I was like, no. What they want us in the office for? So I'm thinking they calling us in the office to ask us, you know, what happened, what's going on, in that nature. So we get in the office, y'all, and the lady is like, I'm sure you guys know why y'all are in here. She turned to my best friend. Like, y'all, I kid you not, like, this lady didn't look at me once while she was talking about why we was getting fired. She was like, you said some really hurtful thing, you said some really mean and threatful things to your coworker yesterday, and you blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna ask you what happened. I don't care what happened. You just need to get your things and go, and you're not allowed back on the premises for 6 months. So at that point, bitch, I'm blowed. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you're not gonna ask us what happened. You're not gonna ask us what was said. Like, you're not gonna ask nothing. You just gonna fire us? My best friend was like, you know, she said what she had to say to the managers, and we had these little baggies in there with like our tips in it. And so she was like, can I just get my tip money? And the lady was like, yep. Y'all, mind y'all, this lady was so ugly. Like, she looked like a rat. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, she looked like this. This is what her nose looked like. Oh my god, y'all know that funny lady from she's like the funny white lady. She's kind of heavier, and she plays like in the funny movies, and she like funny as fuck. Well, she looks like that, but her nose is like this. And she's not funny. Well, she is kind of funny, but she hating bitch, so fuck her. So after my best friend got her money, she left out. Then she was like, do you want your suit? Like, bitch, what you mean do I want my money? Like, hell yeah, I want my money. Get my money, ho. So she gave me my money, and she was like, and my advice to you is next time you decide to get a job, don't leave when you're not supposed to. Oh yeah, that was another thing, y'all. They said we left and we wasn't supposed to leave. That was why we got fired, because we left and we weren't supposed to leave, not knowing that we were told to leave. So whatever, I didn't even have time to argue. But once that hoe said, once you get another job, and she said it like that, I had to let that hoe know, like, look, I already got another job, okay? Because at that time I had just got my second job at a clothing store. And so I was like, this was my first job, and that was gonna be my second job. But like, that blowed me. And I was like, you know, and I said, and FYI, for your future references, if you're gonna call yourself a manager, you need to get both sides of the story and actually get to the bottom of what happened and ask people what happened. So I grabbed my shit and I left. I done walked to the front, and I'm heated, bruh. I have been doing good, going to work every day, doing what the fuck I needed to do. So I'm mad at this point. At this point, I'm mad and I want to fight. Like, the shit was funny until that bitch said that little smart ass stuff. So at this point now, I'm mad. So I go to the front, and I'm grabbing my stuff, and I said, I ain't gonna say her real name. We're gonna call her Sally. I said, where that hoe Sally at? Because bitch, I want to fight. Like, I need her to know I want to fight. And my best friend was behind me, and so she was like, there she go right there. So once she said there she go right there, I was like, oh, this is the cue to beat this bitch ass. So I said, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? No. What, I'm finna fight you? But I said, bitch, because you just got me fired, so do you want to fight? No. So well, I just need you to know, because I seen the managers walking up. So maybe they was watching us on the camera or something, I'm not sure. But I seen them walking up, and I said, I just want you to know that when I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I ain't seen her yet, but I still owe her that ass whooping. But I'm growing as a person, so fighting is not my thing. But when you fuck with my money, like, I really should have beat her up then. But we was in Gulf Breeze, y'all, and if you're from Florida, if you're from my hometown, then you know, like, bitch, you going to jail. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. We was going to jail, underage and all, so I had to think smart, because I'm not a jail type of girl, okay? So the managers came out, and they were like, you need to leave now. You need to get off of this property now before I call the cops. I said, at this point now, I'm mad as fuck. Like, I'm hella mad. I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you call the cops. Call them, bitch. Like, I'm just mad as fuck. And I was like, fuck you, you fat ass bitch. Like, I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad. I'm still mad to this day because I didn't do nothing. Like, I got fired for no reason. So like, that's what blows me. Anyways, so me and Giselle left and we went to the nail shop. And I'm gonna actually insert the photos from when we got, I took a picture the day I got fired, and I actually recorded when we went to the nail shop after we were fired. So I'll insert those in the video. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say this isn't really like a funny story time or anything like that, but it is a story time on how I got motherfucking fired. And this is the only time I ever got fired. Any other job I've quit or I left, and this time I got fired. So like, yeah, that was the only job that I had that I got fired. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this story time. That is all, guys. I'm probably gonna record another video when I wake up from my nap, but I'm really tired and I need to take a nap. So that's it, Lonnie gang. Let me know if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribing. And I love y'all.
Baby, no one is around.